3 weeks ago, a man in Ohio went to bed at 10 p.m.
Mesa Police!
and never woke up. Carbon monoxide, undetected. The detector that could have saved him cost $38. As eye-opening as this might be, that's just what happens when we assume our homes are safer than they are. Most of the threats that actually kill people at home are invisible, silent, and completely preventable with gear that costs less than a dinner out.
Oh, the detector got it.
So that's what this video is. 8 gadgets, most of them under $50, that can save your life in an emergency. The links with the best deals on everything are in the description below, so check those out after watching this. The Kidde Smart Carbon Monoxide Detector and Indoor Air Quality Monitor is $39, and it's the one that pays off that opening story directly. CO is colorless, odorless, and kills by displacing oxygen in your blood while you sleep. There is no warning sign you can detect on your own. This device plugs into a standard outlet, runs on 120 volts, and comes with a 10-year sealed lithium battery backup, so it keeps working through a power outage for a decade without you touching it. The 85 decibel alarm is loud enough to wake a deep sleeper. And the Wi-Fi connectivity sends real-time alerts to your phone through the Kidde app, whether you're home or not. It also monitors temperature, humidity, and total volatile organic compounds, which is that off-gas from cleaning products, paint, and what your furniture releases over time. The honest downside I can find with this is that it beeps. It doesn't speak telling you exactly what's wrong. It also needs a firmware update straight out of the box. Minor annoyance, not a deal breaker. For under $40 with a 10-year battery backup and remote alerts, this might be the most important purchase on this list. Now, the gas detector, because these are two different threats and both deserve their own device. The Grus GasNet S4 at $32 monitors your air continuously and catches a natural gas leak at 8% of the lower explosive limit, well before it reaches anything dangerous. When it triggers, you get an 85 decibel local alarm and a notification on your phone, even if you're not home. That remote alert is what separates this from a basic detector. Most just make noise in your house. This one tells you something is wrong while you're at the office, giving you time to act before you walk back into the building. It covers 375 square feet, integrates with Smart Life and Tuya, and at $32, it's one of the easiest decisions on this list. The downside is that it runs on continuous USB power with no battery backup. Power goes out, it goes offline. I would plug it into a UPS if you want full coverage. This next one is for the threat nobody thinks about until they're already stumbling through a dark hallway at 2 a.m. The Energizer Auto-On LED flashlight comes in a 3-pack for $31 and does one thing that matters above everything else. The moment your power goes out, it turns on by itself. It lives in the outlet, charges itself continuously, and activates the instant the grid drops. The retractable prongs mean it sits flush in the wall and pulls out as a 40-lumen handheld flashlight when you need it. This is up to 4 times brighter than a standard LED and throws light up to 30 meters. Sturdy enough to resist an impact to 1 meter means dropping it in the dark while half asleep isn't going to kill it. For $31 across a 3-pack, placed in your hallway, staircase, and bedroom, it's hard to argue with. If you want smoke and CO protection that actually talks to you, the First Alert SC5 at $130 is the step up worth knowing about, especially if you have an aging Google Nest Protect system. It uses photoelectric detection for smoke and electrochemical for CO. The photoelectric sensor catches slow, smoldering fires that build quietly inside walls or furniture before producing visible flame. That's the fire that kills people in their sleep. The wireless interconnectivity means if one alarm triggers in the basement, every compatible alarm in the house goes off simultaneously, and the voice alerts tell you what it is and where. Clear, specific, actionable. Exactly what you need when your brain is running on adrenaline at 3 a.m. The setup app, however, is pretty frustrating. Buggy, slow, and getting it connected to Wi-Fi has seriously tested my patience. It works once it's set up. Getting there is the annoying part. There have also been occasional false alarm reports. Neither is a deal breaker, but still. Water damage is the most most expensive home disaster most people never see coming, and almost nobody has protection against it. The Haozee Wi-Fi smart water valve at $180 installs on your main water line and connects to leak sensors around your home. The moment a sensor detects water where it shouldn't be, the valve closes automatically. It also monitors your water flow in real time and flags abnormal patterns, such as a running toilet, a slow hidden leak, before you ever see a wet floor. The built-in 2,600 mAh battery backup means it still works during a power outage. It is IP66 rated, it has dual-band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5.0. The caveat: this requires actual plumbing work to install. If that's not in your skill set, I know a guy. But if you travel and leave the house unattended, this device can pay for itself the first time it catches something.
If you found these gadgets useful so far, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this every week of the latest, coolest gadgets that matter to you the most.
The next one is for the scenario most guys think won't happen to them until it does. The GOOLOO A3 jump starter with air compressor is $70, and it does two things exceptionally well. It jumpstarts your car and inflates a flat tire. It has 3,000 amps, handles engines up to 9.0-liter gas and 6.5-liter diesel. Even if the battery voltage has dropped to nearly nothing, the boost button forces a jump. You get 5 inflation modes, and the auto shutoff compressor maxes out at 150 psi and cuts off the moment it hits your target pressure, so you're not standing in the dark counting seconds. Built-in BMS means reverse polarity and short circuit protection, which means it's not going to short your electronics when you're tired and clip the cables wrong at midnight. We've all done that at least once. It also charges your phone and has a flashlight, which sounds like padding until you're actually on the side of a road at night with a dead car. The downside is you have to keep it charged, and if it's been sitting in your glove box for 6 months without a top-up, it might not have enough juice when you need it. Set a reminder. Charge it every 3 months. That's the only maintenance this thing requires.
The ALLPOWERS R1500 Lite is $500, and it makes a gas generator completely unnecessary. It holds enough power to run a refrigerator, a TV, lights, or a CPAP machine, and it runs indoors silently with zero carbon monoxide risk. Unlike gas generators that kill people every year because someone runs one in a garage and dies from carbon monoxide poisoning, this one is totally safe. The feature most people miss is the UPS switchover. Plug your computer or medical device into the R1500, make sure it's plugged into the wall, and if the power cuts out, it switches to battery in 15 milliseconds before your devices even register it. For a home office or medical equipment, that's the difference between a minor inconvenience and a real problem. It charges from 0 to full in 90 minutes, and the battery is rated for over a decade of daily use. One thing worth mentioning though, the plastic casing feels cheap compared to EcoFlow or Jackery, and solar charging rarely hits the advertised speed. This next one is a different kind of threat entirely. The Birdie 3.0 personal safety alarm is $35 and produces 130 decibels when activated, which is louder than a jackhammer. It fits on a keychain. You activate it, the siren and strobe go off simultaneously, and it draws immediate attention from everyone within range while disorienting whoever is in front of you. The version 3.0 adds USB-C charging and a physical on/off switch, which matters because 130 decibels in an enclosed space will temporarily make you deaf if it goes off by accident. It's TSA approved, legal everywhere, and super useful for anyone in your family who travels or commutes alone. The built-in flashlight is weak. Don't rely on it for that. Everything else about it earns the $35. And while these gadgets keep you alive, there are 10 other EDC gadgets that every man should own, no matter your age. Check them out by watching this video next and subscribe.